में, इसमें बोलते हैं ब्रह्मा जी पृथु महाराज को अभी और इससे ज़्यादा और प्रतिक्रिया बोलते हैं ना कॉन्ट्रैक्शन, इसे और ज़्यादा प्रतिक्रिया मत करो, ये और भी ज़्यादा बढ़ जाएगा, तो इधर ही रुक जाओ तो
साइलेंट कर दो
माता जी को साइलेंट में रखना है क्या आपको?
नहीं।
अगर कोई एड्रेस पूछता है क्या आप?
नहीं, वो ट्राइपैड लाने गया मैं बात सुना वो रिकॉर्डिंग के लिए।
It's dangerous, you know, people asking for address when you put aside.
अरे आ जाओ।
That is also there. तो इधर तो एक बात हमको समझ में आ रहा है कि पृथु महाराज को ये प्रतिक्रिया करने का वो चीज़ बोलते हैं ब्रह्मा जी, है ना? तो हमको भी कई बार ये व्हाट यू कॉल सिचुएशन को क्या बोलते हैं, परिस्थिति। तो परिस्थिति आता है कि कब मैं आगे जाऊं से थोड़ा समझाने के लिए, या कब मुझे वो रुकावट, आई मीन रुकना है, कब बंद करना है हमारे प्रतिक्रिया। तो ये सदा हम पूछते हैं व्हेन टू टेक बैक, आर्ग्यूमेंट चलता है ना, तर्क चलता है, तो कब एंड कार्ड दिखा। तो दिस इज ऑल्सो बिग क्वेश्चन मार्क इन ऑल आवर माइंड्स। तो कैसे इसको समझा सकते हैं? सो वांट टू हियर फ्रॉम एवरीबॉडी, ये बिग क्वेश्चन मार्क है ना। व्हेन डू यू स्टॉप कॉन्ट्रैक्टिंग एंड व्हेन डू यू टेल समबडी और रिप्लाई टू समबडी, हाउ लॉन्ग यू कैरी ऑन विद दैट?
तो खुद की जीत ना होगी।
That's what never quit. What do they say? Never say quit. Never say die. तो कर्मी वाले लोग है ना, वो अगर मुझे मरना है तो भी कभी तुम्हारे ये टांग भी एटलीस्ट इट विल बी ब्रोकन। How does that? How do you understand it?
हम लोग तो सारी परिस्थितियों को एक्सप्लेन करेंगे, जो उसमें फैक्ट्स है, जो तथ्य है, उनको एक्सप्लेन करेंगे, उसके बाद कहेंगे आप डिसीजन जो है वो दें, लेकिन अपनी तरफ से
वो सुनने वाले नहीं है, ये इधर इंदिरा सुनने वाले नहीं है इधर। हम जो कुछ भी फैक्ट, वो अगर सुनने वाले हैं तो दैट इज अ डिफरेंट सिचुएशन ना, बिकॉज एवरीबडी स्टिक्स टू देयर गन्स, isn't it? we call it stick to your gun. They are sticking to their guns. So when do we take a step back and say this is it?
As early as possible, or else like we should not get into that.
As early as possible means that is a very vague statement. When is that early? A point should be there, no?
The point when कि वो हमें हमारी भक्ति में या हमारी जो चीज हम करते हैं उसमें नुकसान होता है, उस पे वो अटैक।
तो how do we know that it is creating नुकसान, तो वो हमारे भक्ति में नुकसान कर रहा है?
अगर हमारा माइंड एजिटेट होना स्टार्ट हो, उससे बेटर है कि हम पहले रुक जाएं।
Yes, when our mind starts thinking more materially, like counteracting means, see ये जो I mean opponent है वो ऑलरेडी मोड्स में है, गुण में है ना। अगर उनके साथ हम लड़ते हैं तो हमको भी गुण के अंदर खींच लेगा, तो गुण के विदाउट गोइंग इनसाइड द गुण हम लड़ सकते हैं। लेकिन जब हमारे माइंड डिस्टर्ब हो जाता है, चैंटिंग के समय में कृष्ण के जगह पे उनका नाम या उनका सब या वो घटना वो सब याद आ जाता है, तो इट मीन्स आवर भक्ति इज गेटिंग डिस्टर्ब। तो कैसे वैसे हम प्रतिक्रिया करना चाहते हैं, है ना। तो इधर पृथु महाराज यज्ञ तो ठीक तरह से चल रहा था, लेकिन जब इंद्र उनके वो घोड़ा को चुरा लिया तो उस समय उनको प्रतिक्रिया करने का वो मन आ गया। आई एम नॉट हार्मिंग यू इन एनी वे, व्हाई आर यू डिस्टर्बिंग मी, आई हैव टू टीच यू अ लेसन। तो 2-3 बार उन्होंने उनको हानि नहीं पहुंचा, सिर्फ घोड़े को वापस लेके आया। लेकिन ये तो करता रहता है, ये लफड़ा चलता रहता है। तो एट दैट पॉइंट फाइनली व्हाट डिड ही डिसाइड, तो इंद्र को यज्ञ कुंड में डालने का सोच रहा था। सो दैट इज That is in other words killing yajna, killing Indra. जिसको तृप्ति करने के लिए यज्ञ कर रहे हो सब डेमिगॉड्स का जो है, that is the aim of that yajna. We saw that yesterday's thing, right? So this is the most important point to know because and ये जो चीज़ है बहुत अजीब बात है क्योंकि जब हम गुण के अंदर चले जाते हैं तो मन ये सुनने का या I mean to accept the fact that I am in the modes, mind will not accept. When you are in the modes, mind will not accept that you are in the modes. You know? Oh, how can it happen? This person is doing like that. I am doing properly only. I am not disturbing him. I am only doing 100 yajna. What is the problem with him? तो उसको स्टैंड में रख दीजिए अपने अगर कुछ स्मॉल पुश करके कुछ उधर भी रख सकते हैं पकड़ने का बहुत दर्द होगा आप
push pull that concept that pull other person's lower moods can pull you to lower their moods.
He pull you into his lower moods, even more lower than. That is what is that? Never argue with a stupid because he can beat you. What is that? It's nice statement it is. He can beat you in his own game and make you stupid as well. Something like that it is.
Another statement is
What is the statement?
they say one devotee once saying, never fight with a pig. The pig will enjoy it and you will get dirt.
yes.
प्रभु जी वो भी है ना स्टोरी मतलब कि हाथी जो है वो बहुत श्रृंगार करके वो मंदिर में दर्शन करने के लिए जा रहे होते हैं अपनी मतलब धर्मपत्नी के साथ तो वो रास्ते में फिर वो चैलेंज करता है मतलब शायद कि वो डर्टी होता है मतलब तो फिर वो अवॉइड करता है उसको कि मतलब पत्नी वो करती है कि आप उनसे लड़ो मतलब ऐसे करके शायद वो यही होता है मतलब पिग होता है ऐसा होता है तो वो कहते हैं कि नहीं हम अगर इससे लड़ेंगे यहाँ पे इससे लड़ूंगा मैं तो क्या हो जाएगा गंदा हो जाऊंगा और हम लेट हो जाएंगे भगवान के दर्शन के लिए मतलब
So that thought is coming from being in a higher mode, सत्वगुण में. अगर रजोगुण तमोगुण में है तो उनके साथ हम लड़ते रहेंगे तो टाइम बर्बाद हो जाएगा, राइट? तो जो ये अपने टाइम का वैल्यू समझता है वो ये सब में काम में बर्बाद नहीं करते हैं अपने टाइम को. तो this is actually Prithu Maharaj was actually fighting with Indra, but it is a lesson to us that Brahma had to come and tell Prithu Maharaj that stop this, है ना? तो उस समय उन्होंने see I myself am acting like this to show you that it is not possible to realize so easily that I have to stop. So that is where the symptoms are there. जो symptoms होता है तो चैंटिंग में या भागवतम पढ़ते समय या सेवा करते समय हमारा माइंड एजिटेट हो जाता है दूसरों के बारे में. व्हाई डिड यू डू लाइक दिस, आई शुड टीच हिम अ लेसन. उनको एक दिस ऑल दीस थिंग्स कम इन आवर माइंड. तो वी कैन अंडरस्टैंड दैट आवर माइंड इज डिस्टर्ब्ड बाय दिस. प्रतिक्रिया के उसमें है हम. So we have to leave at that point. So somebody was asking me when to take a step back. कब स्टेप बैक करके उधर से हाथ जस्ट इनफ आई वांट टू लीव. दिस मीन्स मेंटली वी शुड प्रिपेयर, नॉट जस्ट से बट माइंड हैज टू बी ट्रेन्ड लाइक दैट. तो दैट इज व्हेन दिस एनवी एंड एंगर क्रीप्स इनटू आवर माइंड upon somebody, some situation or this disturbance comes to mind. You should just say this is not helping me anymore. And another important एक बहुत बढ़िया चीज़ ये है that Krishna has his own way to sort things out. वो इसमें भी आएगा. So his own way and his own time. जब वो चाहते हैं उस समय ही ये प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व होगा. उस समय तक हमको इंतज़ार करना है. पांडवों को 13-14 साल तक इंतज़ार करना पड़ा है ना ये सब ठीक होने का. तो वी हैव ऑल दीज सिचुएशंस एग्जाम्पल्स for us to understand that the when to stop is a decision we have to take. It's not other person will take. When we have to stop is a decision we have to take. That's what we will come to know in the coming next श्लोकास, because in the next two श्लोकास ब्रह्मा जी एक बहुत बढ़िया बात बताते हैं हमको. पूरे भागवत में सिर्फ एक ही श्लोक है जो हमको ये शिक्षा हमको देते हैं, ब्रह्मा जी देते हैं इसको. तो विल रीड दिस श्लोकास.
जैसे एक स्टेप बैक वाली बात है, तो इसमें भी हम कई बार सिलेक्टिव हो जाते हैं. जैसे ऑफिस में बॉस से आर्गुमेंट हो रहा है, तो वहाँ तो बिल्कुल हमें पता है कि कहाँ रुकना है, हम वहीं रुक जाते हैं. और जब घर में होते हैं ना, तो वो स्टेप हमें पता ही नहीं चलता कि कहाँ रुकना है. फिर तो हम स्लिप होते जाते हैं,
हम सोचते भी नहीं रुकने का. तो हमारे गुरु महाराज बोलते हैं बहुत बढ़िया बात कि हम वही आदमी से हम गुस्से होते हैं जो हमको प्रतिक्रिया नहीं कर सकता. पुलिस वाला से हम पंगा नहीं लेते हैं, या बॉस से, या ऐसा पंगा नहीं लेते. लेकिन जो हमको शक्ति नहीं है, जो हमको वापस देने का, one who is not able to retaliate, with them we throw all the anger and everything. So that is not what you call a sure wala. It's not that. It's only a covered set actually. Very good point that is Prabhuji. So that is nice, So we'll read these two shlokas. It's so nice. The next shloka does not have a purport, but the following one has a beautiful purport. Now we are reading 4:19:33. No, sorry. 32 कल कर दिया. नैवात्मने महेन्द्राय घोषमाहर्तुमर्हसि वावपीहि भद्रं ते उत्तमश्लोक विग्रहौ. Very beautiful message inside this verse. कोई पढ़ सकते हैं हिंदी वाला?
भगवान ब्रह्मा ने आगे कहा, आप दोनों का सौभाग्य हो, क्योंकि आप और राजा वर्ड टू वर्ड पढ़ना क्या?
नहीं.
नहीं अनुवाद पढ़ रहे हैं.
अनुवाद ही है.
भगवान ब्रह्मा ने आगे कहा, आप दोनों का सौभाग्य हो, क्योंकि आप और राजा इंद्र दोनों भगवान के अभिन्न अंग हैं. अतः तुम्हें राजा इंद्र पर जो तुमसे अभिन्न है क्रोध नहीं करना चाहिए.
ठीक, आप दोनों भगवान के पार्ट एंड पार्सल है, अंश है, और दोनों में फर्क नहीं, आप दोनों एक ही है. तो दिस इज अ ब्यूटीफुल मैसेज हियर. जब हम ये समझ लेते हैं कि वो दूसरा वाला वो हमारे साथ लड़ता है या तर्क करता है, वो हमसे भिन्न नहीं है, तो we will see them as we don't see them as enemies. शत्रु नहीं मानते हैं. तो ब्रह्मा जी यही हमको समझाते हैं. इज वेरी वेरी क्रूशियल पॉइंट ऑफ भागवत. वो इक्वानिमिटी, समदर्शी, वो सब बोलते हैं ना भगवान भगवद गीता में. द एसेंस ऑफ ऑल दैट इज दिस. एंड एक और बात है, वो पिता के रूप में बोलते हैं, वो आई मीन क्या ग्रैंडफादर के रूप में ब्रह्मा जी. डेमिगॉड्स को भी उन्होंने ही सृष्टि किया ना, ये सब इंद्रा चंद्र सबको. तो उस रूप में वो बोलते हैं कि लेट देयर बी गुड फॉर्चून टू बोथ ऑफ यू. वो क्या बोलते हैं, बुरा भी होगा इंद्रा, फिर भी ये पिता के रूप में वो भलाई चाहते हो. ही वांट्स गुड फॉर्चून ओनली फॉर बोथ. तो हम अगर many times it happens, गुरु भाई में तो लफड़ा चलता है. तो गुरु महाराज कभी नहीं सोचते हैं कि ये बुरा है, ये अच्छा है. उनको ये सोच कभी नहीं आता है. प्रभुपाद के समय में भी कई बार ऐसा हो रहा था. उनके सन्यासी शिष्य लोग वो भी लड़ते थे, या गृहस्थ वो भी लड़ते थे, या पति पत्नी वो भी लड़ते थे. सबका ये सब समस्या सब प्रभुपाद के सामने आ रहा था. पेशेंटली वो बिठा के सबको समझाते. और उनका यही है, लाइक यू आर ऑल्सो राइट फ्रॉम योर पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू. लेकिन आप दोनों I mean, you don't understand that. You don't put your legs in the other person's shoes. दूसरों के, that is when you will understand where they are coming from. So, because until you put your legs in other shoes, how will you understand their point of their pain, where they are coming from? तो ये चीज़ हम नहीं करते हैं जब हम सेल्फ सेंटर्ड होते हैं ना. So that is where we have to understand that the spiritual master wants the good of everybody. वो गलत भी करेगा फिर भी स्पिरिचुअल मास्टर का वो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है, जिम्मेदारी है कि उनको ऊपर लेके आना. He can't say that Guru Maharaj, the spiritual master can never say that no, you are useless, I will reject you. कभी नहीं बोलते हैं. How much ever rejected you are, he is the one who picks us up and brings us up. So when the other person says that, hey Maharaj, this person is bad, just reject him, that is not possible for Guru Maharaj to reject. The other person, जो disciple है, दूसरा, he may tell so many things because of his imperfection. So Guru Maharaj always says that, see, it is not your job to fix him. It is my job to fix him. It is your job to work with him if possible, if not, do your own job. So cooperation has two meanings. One is you can work with them or make them work freely.
Yes.
Just don't disturb them. You know, cooperate. Maharaj gave a beautiful meaning for cooperate. You also operate, he also operates. That's what it means. Doesn't mean you have to be like together only and operate. ना, अगर कोई हमारे प्रोग्राम में नहीं आते हैं तो we should not become, he is not coming at all, what is wrong. कहीं भी है वो, कुछ ना कुछ तो प्रोग्राम करते हैं, मंत्र कीर्तन करते हैं, कहीं भी जाते हैं. That is nice. So we are just talking about the police and police is here. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Nice to see you. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So this, we have to understand this important point, that spiritual master wants everybody's well-being, everybody to come up in life. Even if he is the worst person in our eyes, still Guru Maharaj loves him or her. So when I love Guru Maharaj, right, I am saying, no, my job is to love Guru Maharaj. If I love somebody, whatever he or she loves, we should love that also. So from that point of view, at least we should love that person whom we are hating. Right? So this, in all ways, if you see, देखते हैं, सब दृष्टिकोण में देखते हैं, तो we have no choice to hate anybody. किसी को नफरत करने का कोई chance ही नहीं है. Somehow we should cultivate this thing that we don't develop this ईर्ष्या और क्रोध किसी से. We don't, you know, never we should develop that. That is why we are reading these chapters and all to understand what are the, ये सब हानि कहाँ से आता है, whatever disturbance it is coming. So the first point is they see the good fortune of everybody, even if it is whatever thing is in. Then they both are, everybody is part and parcel of Krishna. That is another important point. Third is we are not different from everybody. हम सब एक ही है, no? हमें वंशो जीवलों के जीवभूत सनातन है. तो इसी फाउंडेशन प्रिंसिपल से प्रभुपाद जी पूरे दुनिया में कृष्ण भावनामृत को प्रचार किया और अभी भी इसीलिए सक्सेसफुल है ना. You see, I've been in Vrindavan for some time. There's so many Russian devotees are there. Indradyumna Maharaj was taking them for parikrama. There are some Chinese devotees, and we have so many from South Africa and other black devotees also. Achyuta Gopi Machajanda are such a beautiful kirtaniyas, where they learnt all these kirtans from. There was some.
They were doing at
that video was also going everywhere. And in that you see, in that video if you see, all nation people are there.
Yes.
Right?
Amal Harinam.
Amal Harinam Prabhu is, I think, British or US or so, American or UK. And she is South African, and there's one more devotee. And then our Indians are also there. There was one, I don't know, Chinese devotee or somebody was also there. In Minneapolis also, when we had a program, there are 35 different nations in that group. We had 50 devotees, but out of that 35 different nations.
Prabhupada used to say, universal brotherhood is only possible when universal fatherhood is there.
Fatherhood is there. It's a beautiful line.
United Nations.
Yeah, universal brotherhood is possible only when the universal fatherhood is there. everybody accepts only one father, right? So every time we are, so that's why Maharajas used to tell us that there is a beautiful verse, Atmanasya parasyapi yah karoti antar udaram tasya binna drusho mrityur vidade bhayam ulpanam. This is Kapil Muni's instruction to Devahuti. I think comes in 329 somewhere. Let me take it for you. Very beautiful verse. Where is Again, I will get it for you later, but this verse meaning is there anyway. Atmanascha parasyapi. हम एक दूसरे को डिस्क्रिमिनेट करते हैं. You got it already? This is verse number 26, no? 329, 26, correct. So आत्मनिश्चय परस्यापि यह करोति अंतर उदरम. तो जो भिन्नता देखते हैं करोति अंतर उदरम तस्य भिन्न दृशो. is a भिन्न दृश. भिन्न दृशा means he is seeing separate from Krishna, independent of Krishna. He is not Krishna. He is not Krishna like that. तस्य भिन्न दृशो. वो मृत्यु के रूप में मैं उनको सदा भयभीत करता रहता हूँ. I give him bhaya all the time. So those who are always discriminating, they should always fear Yamraj. Those who don't discriminate, they have no fear of Yamraj. This is the simplest thing. Differentiate one from the other. अगर सबको हमारे परिवार के रूप में मानते हैं, कोई किसी का वो गुण सब अलग होगा, लेकिन एटलीस्ट वी शुड हैव, वर्स्ट केस वी शुड एटलीस्ट प्रे फॉर देम. इफ वी कैन नॉट वर्क विथ एवरीबडी, सबके साथ हम काम नहीं करते, अलग अलग होगा. लेकिन what we should always do is that it doesn't matter that he is not, I am not able to work with that person, से काम नहीं कर सकता मैं, लेकिन वो जो भी काम करता है वो सफल हो जाए, ऐसे प्रार्थना कर सकते हैं. या उस काम में अगर वो कुछ गलत करता है वो ठीक हो जाए, भगवान को प्रार्थना कर सकते हैं, भगवान आप उनको कुछ तो समझाइए प्लीज, ऐसे. दैट इज वेरी नाइस. कृष्णा विल बी प्लीज्ड विद दैट. ओके, सो यू आर सीइंग देम एज माय पार्ट एंड पार्सल. तो ये वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है. और हम द नेक्स्ट वर्स इज द मास्टर वर्स, तो वी शुड रीड दिस. दिस वर्स इज टू बी इनग्रेन्ड इन आवर हार्ट्स. अभी ब्रह्मा जी ये सबका व्हाट यू कॉल द रूट कॉज ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम बताते हैं. मास्मिन् महाराज कृतास्म चिन्ताम् निशामयास्मद्वच आधृतात्मा. यध्यायतो दैव हतं नु कर्तुम् मनोतिरुष्टं विशते तमोन्दम्. Can you please read the translation?
मेरे प्रिय राजा, व्याकुल और चिंतित मत होइए, क्योंकि संभावित बाधाओं के कारण आपके बलिदानों को ठीक से निष्पादित नहीं किया गया. कृपया मेरी बातों को बहुत सम्मान के साथ लें. हमें यह हमेशा याद रखना चाहिए कि यदि कुछ भी संभावित व्यवस्था के अनुसार होता है तो हमें बहुत अधिक खेद नहीं करना होना चाहिए. जितना अधिक हम ऐसे उलट फेरों को सुधारने का प्रयास करते हैं, उतना ही अधिक हम भौतिकवादी विचार से सबसे अंधेरे क्षेत्र में प्रवेश करते हैं.
This is the greatest result of our pratikriya chis. The more you get into the darkest region of materialistic thought, darkest region, any I don't want this person to live, I don't want Indra to live. You have gone up to that level. You are doing this sacrifice for his satisfaction and for everybody to live peacefully. लेकिन आप वही इंद्र को मारना चाहते हो. आपके स्वभाव ऐसा नहीं है, लेकिन इनके संग लेने से आपका, इनके संग यानी फिजिकल संग ऑफ दैट पर्सन अलोन नहीं, उनके जो स्वभाव है उसके बारे में ध्यान करना, उससे मैं उनका संग लेता हूँ. उनके जो भी घटना उनके साथ हुआ है उसके बारे में सोचने से मैं उनका साथ संग लेता हूँ. So this is very important, you know. There are many times, you know, last time I came was 6 months, 7-8 months ago, you know. But in between we didn't meet much of most of the people. Some of them we meet on the which are online, but some of them I have not met. But we always think that that devotee was there. We had our Rajendra Prabhu, right? Virendra Prabhu. I haven't spoken to him since last 7 months ago, but I have been speaking to many people about the Jaipur Yatra. तो उस समय हमको ये हुआ था ना, हमारे ड्राइवर इसे कुछ ऐसा कर दिया, तो प्रभु जी had to go and talk to the traffic police वाला and sorted out the problem. So it was good to have a police. So I was sharing this with many people how nice Prabhuji is. You know, nobody will accept that he's a policeman. He's so soft and sadhu. You know. So I was sharing these things with her. So that way I was taking this association. So he may not know, right? तो हम किसी के वो एक्शन एक्टिविटी या स्वभाव या उसके बारे में हम सोचते हैं, तो बिना उनके जाने ही हम उनके संग लेते हैं. तो वो बुरा वाला भी ऐसा ही होता है. When you start thinking bad about why he did like this, why he did like this, then we go into the darkest region of materialism. Because जो भी हमको हानि पहुंचता है आदमी या सिचुएशन, उसको हम टिकाना चाहते हैं, ठीक करना चाहते हैं. वी वांट टू करेक्ट इट और फिक्स द प्रॉब्लम. तो फिक्स द आदमी और फिक्स द सिचुएशन. तो इधर पृथु महाराज वांट्स टू फिक्स इंद्रा, राइट? But actually what Brahma and Vishnu are going to say is that the person who is to be fixed is not Indra but is you. Because the moment we think that we have to fix someone else, it's not the other person who is to be fixed. We are the ones who need to be fixed. That is the reality. Because the thought is in me. Even if that person is, whatever he is doing, it may be wrong. But he is just doing it, that's all. It is swabhav. But my thing is that I want to correct something which is not in my control. It is a very subtle point to note. So whenever we get to this like controller thing, then the spiritual master takes a... Now we should not think that is Prithu Maharaj that bad, like that. No, this is just a small thought that came to me, so they are trying to fix this thing. You know, when it is not our responsibility to do something, उसमें हम घुस जाते हैं. No, let me go and fix this. This person is not doing it right. Like that, when I do, it is okay to do it with a helping attitude. प्रभु जी मैं आपको थोड़ा मदद कर सकता हूँ. That is okay. But we take ownership of it. No, you are not doing it. Let me do it. I want to do it fixed. And in that process, what we do, that whatever the fruits that is meant for you, I will take it. जो नाम या यश या जो कुछ भी आएगा फ्रूट्स, वो भी मुझे चाहिए, क्योंकि मैं मेरे मेहनत से ये सब कर रहा हूँ. मैं आई एम डूइंग इट विद सो मच ऑफ माई हार्ड वर्क. तो यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू टेक फॉर इट. अगर ये सब करके उनको दे देते हैं, साइलेंटली हम चले जाते हैं, देन कृष्णा विल बी हैप्पी. You don't put your name in there, that name or your attention thing to be there. So here, this is a very important point. Do not be agitated and anxious because your sacrifice have not been properly executed due to providential impediments. Providential impediments yani daiva hata. Where is that word? Yeah, daiva hata. Daiva hatartha rachana rishiyopi devaha. It's a beautiful word. दैव हतार्थ रचना ऋषियोपि देवाः युष्मत् प्रसंग विमुखा इह संस्मरन्ति. This Brahma himself is praying to Krishna in his prayers in third canto. Whatever designs that we have, that will be thwarted by Daivas, the higher being. So now इसमें जो हो रहा है, ये आपने ठीक ही किया, लेकिन कुछ ना कुछ तो हो रहा है, so you should accept it. Now we want to have a big program. Suddenly बारिश आ जाता है, तो क्या करेंगे? You will go and fight with बारिश, with Indra. right? So you see, for example, the same thing. If Indra, instead of stealing away the horses, he could have been thrown water. I mean, he could have poured water, brought like the Samvartaka cloud. He can do that also, right? He could have done that also. Then what will they do? This is rain is coming unexpected, so let's do it inside the house or something. We don't know, right? So he is doing this, stealing the thing. Something Krishna is wanting to teach us. But there is some lesson for us. जो भी घटना होता है उसमें हमारे लिए कुछ शिक्षा तो जरूर है. हमको सिर्फ वो शिक्षा को लेना चाहिए, बाकी सबको छोड़ देना है. That's what we should see the whole thing. तो उसके बाद जो ये शिक्षा को हमारे पास पहुंचने के लिए जो भी इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स थे, निमित्त थे, ये इंद्र एक इंस्ट्रूमेंट है पृथु महाराज को ये समझाने के लिए. ये इंस्ट्रूमेंट है, बैड इंस्ट्रूमेंट बट स्टिल एन इंस्ट्रूमेंट. समटाइम्स इट इज नीडेड. सेम वो चाकू बुरे भी, ये भी बुरे भी कर सकता है, भलाई भी कर सकता है, बुरा भी कर सकता है, भलाई भी कर सकता है. तो वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग क्लियरली. सो रिवर्सल्स हैपन ऑलवेज. ये रिवर्सल समय में जो क्या बोलते हैं रिवर्सल को, प्रतिकूलता जब होता है तब दैट इज द टाइम वी हैव टू बी सीइंग कृष्णा सेड इवन मोर. परीक्षित महाराज ने किया, इसीलिए उन्होंने प्रतिक्रिया नहीं किया उस ब्राह्मण भाई श्रृंगी से. उन्होंने देख लिया कि ये तो भगवान कुछ हमको सिखाना चाहते हैं. दैट इज द इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट वी शुड नोट हियर. So let's read the purport. This is best verse actually. जब भी हमको डिस्टर्बेंस हो जाते हैं ना, ये श्लोक पढ़ सकते हैं. अनेक बार होता है ऐसा, कोई हम सोच रहे हैं कि ये सुन लेगा हमारे बात, वो एग्जैक्ट ऑपोजिट करेगा. So we have to see the whole thing in okay, reversal is happening, you know. So we have to keep quiet. So that's why Maharaj said one thing, very important message to us practically, that in the most troubling situation, when the situation is really stressing, we have to close our mouth. Just shut your mouth. सिर्फ प्रसाद के लिए, that too only when it is coming. Because if it is not coming, you will open your mouth to speak. Where is the prasadam? Come on, it is getting late. No. When it is coming in the table, you take. That's all. Until that, shut your mouth. तो एक बार ऐसा हुआ कि महाराज इथियोपिया में थे बहुत साल पहले, 1980s में और 70s में, और भी वो इथियोपिया में जब थे वो उस समय प्रभुपाद से मिला भी नहीं. उसके लेट 60s में शायद उस समय. तो उधर गृहस्थ थे, उधर रहते थे. पहले से ही वो ये वल्लभ संप्रदाय में थे, तो he was always chanting Krishna's names anyway. तो he was staying in one place and one apartment, and one neighbor couple where they were fighting. इतना चिल्लाते थे कि it was disturbing to all others. तो महाराज को भी थोड़ा तकलीफ हुआ. Then he went to that couple and said, I understand you are fighting, you have some problem, लेकिन सिर्फ एक ही बात है, you please don't stop fighting, you continue fighting. But एक ही बात है, without noise you fight. Don't make noise, it is disturbing others. Without making noise you can fight how much ever you want, do whatever you want to the fight. So they were very happy. It's first time somebody is telling don't stop fighting, continue fighting. So I mean he was very saintly in nature, no? So they said okay, somebody is very senior is telling, so let's accept. So they sincerely followed that. And whenever they were getting गुस्सा हो गए थे तो चिल्लाने चाहते थे, लेकिन इसको they had to follow the instruction also. जुबान को बंद कर दिया और एक्शन में फाइट करते थे, ऐसे 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 ऐसे. तो no sound started coming for the next few months, and then after some time completely it stopped, and they came after 4 or 5 months and they thanked Maharaj and they said, now we are not able to fight. So सब प्रॉब्लम ये इधर से शुरू होता है ना. तो he was gave a very funny example that they really followed at this. So that's what he told us also. Whenever you want to fight, either close your mouth or have a fight room in your house. Don't fight in front of the children. Fight inside. Go inside the room and then have whatever fight you want to fight. Then come out very peacefully. So this is where this reversal somehow we should avoid. Otherwise, what happens? Every small things that we take, it adds more to the other person. हम सोच रहे हैं कि मैं ये क्या यार, मैं सिर्फ एक ही 2 शब्द ही बोला, ये इतना इसको क्या बोलते हैं, ये छोटा चीज को इतना बड़ा कर दिया. So we make a big this thing out of it. No, they make a small thing you say, and for you it is small, but for them it is very big. It hurts. No, what is that? Whatever physically you do also doesn't hurt that much like what the words you speak. So we have to be very careful because we cannot take it back. जो भी हम बोल देते हैं वो वापस नहीं ले सकते. So we have to be careful. So let's read the purport and read here some more beautiful instructions.
कभी कभी साधु स्वरूप या धार्मिक व्यक्ति को भी जीवन में पराजय देखनी पड़ती है. ऐसी घटनाओं को देवी मान लेना चाहिए. यद्यपि अप्रसन्न रहने के पर्याप्त कारण हो सकते हैं, किंतु ऐसी पराजयों का प्रतिवाद नहीं करना चाहिए, क्योंकि जितना ही इन पराजयों को सुधारने का प्रयत्न किया जाता है, हम उतने ही चिंता के गहन अंधेरे में प्रवेश करते जाते हैं. भगवान कृष्ण ने भी इस संबंध में उपदेश दिया है. क्षुब्ध होने के बजाय हमें सहन करना चाहिए.
What is that shloka? Kauteya Sitoshna Sukha Agama Apayano Anitya Tam Titikshasa. Agama Apayana, ये आएगा और चले जाएगा. अनित्यस ताम तितिक्षसा बात है. सिर्फ थोड़ी देर के लिए इनको उनसे सहना है बस. महाराज हिलेरियसली बोलेंगे ऐसा कि देखिए, हम जब राजकोट जाएंगे उस समय हम सोच लेंगे कि ओ महाराज इतने खुशी है हमको देखने से. यू विल टेल वेरी नो सो नाइस टू सी यू, सो नाइस टू सी. लेकिन बाद में भागवतम क्लास में बताएंगे कि देखिए इसका चीज़ ये है कि आप सब आए हैं, आप चले जाएंगे, तो बीच में 1-2 दिन आपको मुझे सहना है आपको. क्योंकि हम जो करते हैं ना, वी कांट स्टे इन ट्रांसेंडेंटल स्टेट फॉर अ लॉन्ग टाइम. 1-2 दिन तो लगेगा, लेकिन बाद में तो हम इधर उधर घूमेंगे कि वेर इज न्यूज़पेपर, वेर इज ये, वेर इज कुछ खाने वाला चीज़ और सब. तो पूरे दिन हमको भक्ति के चीज़ में लगना वेरी डिफिकल्ट. इफ यू कैन डू इट जॉयफुली देन विल बी एंगेज्ड. So that's a very important thing to note. So we'll see the next 2 verses, and with this this chapter will be over. Let's read just the translation alone. कोई ले सकते हैं कि just read the translations alone. हिंदी का पढ़िए माता जी. We are not going to read the purports. You just read the translations.
5 अभी क्लास में
So only translation है?
Because we have to get to even more important thing. Next chapter Vishnu is going to speak.
Not purport.
No, but only read the translation.
जरा देखिए कि राजा इंद्र यज्ञ के घोड़ों को चुराकर किस प्रकार यज्ञ में विघ्न डाल रहा था.
एक आगे पहुंच गया.
35.
भगवान ब्रह्मा ने आगे कहा.
ठीक है. ब्रह्मा जी ने आगे कहा, इन यज्ञों को बंद कीजिए, क्योंकि इनके कारण इंद्र अनेक अधर्म कर रहा है. आपको भली भांति ज्ञात होना चाहिए कि देवताओं में भी अनेक अवांछित कामनाएं होती हैं. नेक्स्ट ऑल्सो.
Keep reading.
जरा देखिए कि राजा इंद्र यज्ञ के गुणों को चुराकर किस प्रकार यज्ञ में विघ्न डाल रहा था. उसके द्वारा प्रचारित मनोहर पापमय कार्य सामान्य जनों द्वारा आगे बढ़ाए जाते रहेंगे.
Just see, अगर 2 भक्त लड़ रहे हैं, तो ये तीसरे वाला नया वाला ये गेस्ट या कोई आएगा, तो व्हाट इज द इंप्रेशन यू विल गेट आउट ऑफ इट. इसमें ये सोचेगा कि मैं ठीक हूँ, ये गलत है. वो दूसरा सोचेगा मैं ठीक हूँ, वो गलत है. तो उसके बीच में जो कुछ भी ये लड़ाई जा रहा है वो तो चलेगा. लेकिन ये नया वाला जो आता है, तो उनको ऐसा लगेगा कि ये क्या सबको प्रचार करते हैं. इन दोनों के अंदर कोई ऐसा कृष्ण का वो भावना ही नहीं है. दे आर फाइटिंग एज इफ दे आर. दैट इज ए महाराज ऑलवेज यूज्ड टू से सम वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग पॉइंट दैट people may not know how to cook, but they can tell you whether your cooking is all right or not. हमको ये नहीं आएगा, कैसे करने का. We don't know how you are making all this other different stuff. But जब खाते हैं ना तो ये इसमें नमक कम है, इसके मीठे ज़्यादा हैं, तो सब बता सकते हैं. So he said that, and he said the same thing, that people may not know the philosophy, whatever you are, they may not be as learned as you are, but they can tell you whether your preaching is genuine, effective or not, because they will see you are speaking something and you are acting something else. So they will immediately make a here to there, they will tie the knot. And so preachers have to be very careful, especially those who are speaking. We have to be very careful. A small word they will take and twist and make a mountain out of it. वो बोलते हैं, that's an interesting funny thing, that near Ahmedabad, Baroda, na, there was one time they said बड़ का पान टूटा. No, बड़
बात का पार्ट टूटा.
बट मीन्स यार वो पेड़ है, उसका पान, वो एक पान है ना, लीफ, वो टूटा. किसी ने बोला, ऐसा बोला, तो बड़ का पान टूटा. तो ऐसे ऐसे पहुंच गया बड़ौदा तक, बड़ौदा लूटा. स्टार्टिंग तो बड़ का पान टूटा, एंडिंग तो बड़ौदा. So they will make a gubbar out of it, so we can't stop it. So this bad things spread fast. We have to be very careful in this as much as possible. So let's read further.
हे वेन पुत्र राजा पृथु, आप भगवान विष्णु के अंश हैं. राजा वेन के उत्पाती कार्यों के कारण धर्म प्रायः लुप्त हो चुका था. आपने उचित समय पर भगवान विष्णु के रूप में अवतार लिया. निसंदेह आप धर्म की रक्षा के लिए ही राजा वेन के शरीर से प्रकट हुए हैं. हे प्रजापालक, विष्णु द्वारा प्रदत्त अपने इस अवतार के उद्देश्य पर विचार कीजिए. इंद्र द्वारा सर्जित अधर्म अनेक अवांछित धर्मों की जननी है. अतः आप तुरंत ही इन पाखंडियों का अंत कर दीजिए. पाखंडों का अंत कर दीजिए. महर्षि मैत्री ने आगे कहा, जब परम गुरु ब्रह्मा जी के राजा पृथु को इस प्रकार उपदेश दिया तो उन्होंने यज्ञ करने की अपनी उत्सुकता त्याग दी.
देखिए, ये पाखंडों का इज अ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है, बिकॉज इन दोज डेज देयर वर नो पाखंडीज, मीन्स नो फॉल्स सन्यासीज और सेंट्स. तो एनीबडी हु कम्स विद अ सेंटली दिस थिंग, वो आदर करते थे, उनको सेवा करते थे विदाउट एनी क्वेश्चन, दे वर जस्ट डूइंग इट. लेकिन ये इंद्र के ये इस घटना के बाद ये मन में वो संदेह आ गया लोगों को, whether it is good or genuine or fake, isn't it? इतने fake सन्यासीज है, पकड़ they are showing off sometime and then they get caught, right? Then the whole faith in the religious system is gone, our spirituality is gone, है ना. लोग हमको भी नहीं, I mean they don't have faith in us, श्रद्धा नहीं है हमारे ऊपर. अगर हम जाते हैं भगवद गीता या भागवत कुछ देने के लिए, फिर भी वो से हाउ मच यू आर गेटिंग, यू आर जस्ट फेकिंग दिस थिंग. So many times we have to face. So all these costs will become even more. Initially at least 3-4 वो जैसा फेक सन्यासी ऐसा कर रहा था वो, अगर पृथु महाराज इसको कंटिन्यू करता होगा तो he will create hundreds and thousands of even more fake saintly thing. So it will become even more difficult. देखिए, so that is a thing why Brahma ji is stopping here. Very important thing to note here. Let's continue.
यज्ञ करने की अपने
Yes, Prabhu.
38 वाले में प्लीज देयरफॉर स्टॉप दिस इमिटेशंस इमीडिएटली. मतलब इमिटेशंस मतलब वो बिकॉज ऑफ
इमिटेशंस तो इंदिरा कर रहा है, इमिटेशंस तो इंदिरा कर रहा है, लेकिन ब्रह्मा जी तो पृथु महाराज को बोल रहे हैं.
इंदिरा का मतलब पृथु महाराज इमिटेशन करेंगे ना.
नहीं 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 नहीं.
Please therefore stop this imitation immediately. This is Brahma telling to Prithu Maharaj. Means Lord Brahma is telling to Prithu Maharaj that stop these imitations.
That there also one more meaning is there. So you are trying to imitate Indra in doing the 100 yajna.
Sinful act.
Yeah. So you are doing this. No, you are doing this imitation of Indra by doing 100 yajnas, So when you are doing this, everybody will do the similar imitation of you. They will follow you, and so that will agitate Indra even more, and he will keep on doing pratikriya. First, now you are doing only pratikriya to you. He is trying to stop you. But if all your citizens start doing 100 yajna, then what will happen to Indra? The problem is, Indra will stop giving rain to all others. He will stop his job. He will take leave from his main job, and he will only go and stop all these people from doing their. Some other sent one Menaka here, one Urushi there, and again worried whether that Menaka got settled there or what. She has to come back to me.
Since we are deviated from the prescribed duty also.
Yes.
To do that.
Yeah, Indra also do his prescribed duty also. So Krishna might have given some concessions to him. You are doing so much prescribed duty, so difficult prescribed duty. So didn't bring some somras, have some dance, have some urusi with Menakanda with you. No worries. Maybe he is using it for some other purpose, or he is giving them some duties also to do whatever. But he will stop all that and focus on Pratikriya. Very important point. Thank you, Prabhuji. Yes.
उन्होंने अपनी उत्सुकता त्याग दी और अत्यंत स्नेहपूर्वक राजा इंद्र से संधि कर ली। इसके पश्चात पृथु महाराज ने स्नान किया, जो प्रथा अनुसार यज्ञ के अंत में किया जाता है, और महिमा युक्त कार्यों से अत्यंत प्रसन्न देवताओं से आशीष तथा वर प्राप्त किए।
Which one she was reading?
40.
See, this English I am reading. Abundant eagerness to perform yajna and with great affection conclude a peace with King Indra. Right? Now, as soon as he stopped, listened to Brahma, then he came out of the materialistic thought. So instead of seeing Indra's enemy, he saw Indra's brother. So instead of anger, krodh, he was affectionate. Indra has not yet realized it. It takes some time for him because स्तर में तो प्रतु महाराज ऊंचे हैं, इंद्र तो नीचे है ना. He is more insecure and he is worried and he is like that. But the fight was happening like this. Then Brahma wanted to fix here first. We will see why he wanted to fix Prithu Maharaj first later. It will come when Vishnu starts to speak. So that is where the problem stops. When he stops, then when Prithu Maharaj stopped, Indra decided that, okay, let me, he is coming affectionately and concluding the piece. Okay, if you want me to stop, I will stop. That's not a problem. Imagine, if first yajna या second yajna में हुआ होता तो he would not have felt so bad. So close to 100, 99 over, and 100 is also going on. And उस समय उनको रोकना पड़ता है तो what is how much more difficulty he must be facing in heart. But still he accepted. That is why वृद्धा आश्रयम जो हमारे बड़े लोग बोलते हैं, जो वृद्धास है, दो वृद्धास है, वो एक है ज्ञान वृद्ध और दूसरा है वयो वृद्ध. हम पूछे थे महाराज से, महाराज वयो वृद्ध यानी ऐसे एल्डर्स पर्सन है, एक दिन आपसे बड़े हैं फिर भी तो भी वो वृद्धाश्रम है. वी हैव टू रिस्पेक्ट देम एज एल्डर. एक दिन का भी. और ओबीडियंस इज द ग्रेटेस्ट रिमेम्बरेंस ऑफ कृष्णा, आई वुड से. जब हम ओबीडियंस मानते हैं उनके बात को, इसीलिए कल मैं बोल रहा था, कल नहीं आज बोल रहा था, वो विचार में हम बात कर रहे थे कि महाराज जब वो ये जैसे राघव जैसे थे तो उस समय उनके दादाजी बुलाते थे उनको. एक ही घर में रहते थे सब, जॉइंट फैमिली में. उनको बुलाते थे कि तुम आ जाओ. तो वो गेट के सामने आके दादा क्या है, अरे कलयुग आ गया. महाराज जी के दादा महाराज जी को बोलेंगे कलयुग आ गया. तो महाराज कलयुग बढ़ रहा है, कलयुग आ गया, क्यों आप सदा ऐसा बोल रहे हैं, तो सब कुछ ठीक है ना, ये तो 100 साल पहले का बात है. तो वो बोलेंगे कि तुम मेरे सामने वो टोपी के साथ नहीं आ रहे हो. नासिक में रहते थे तो उधर महाराष्ट्र में सब उसका ये रेस्पेक्ट देना है. तो मीन somebody elder we are going to see, so we have to wear that cap and go. ज़माने में we have to be respectful to that. That is the level of respect here. Then he had this his grandfather was a वो क्या बोलते हैं पॉन ब्रोकर का वो चीज़ लेके पैसा देते हैं उनको क्या बोलते हैं लेंडिंग वाला लेंडिंग करते हैं ना आई मीन पैसा देते हैं कुछ गोल्ड या कुछ लेके पॉन ब्रोकर ऐसे बोलते हैं वो जैसे वो दादाजी करते थे तो उनके पास एक वो ट्रंक
गिरवी रख के
साहूकार
जो भी so you understood like bank is doing now so many days they are doing so he will have his grandfather will have that trunk box he called no that iron box which so inside that he will keep those items and then he will give 1 rupee 2 rupees like that and he will write notes and then he will put it inside and then 3 locks he will have to tie to lock it. But the funny thing is the back side will be open. The hinge, that is broken. So you can open from the back side. इधर से तो ताला लगा लेकिन बैक साइड से सब स्वर्ण सब सोना का सब चीज़ उसमें अंदर था तो महाराज जी उनसे पूछते थे उस समय बहुत छोटे थे दादाजी ये तो क्या इसमें क्या लाभ है तो कोई भी ले सकता है दिस इज नॉट करेक्ट आप ठीक नहीं है तो कलयुग बढ़ गया था कलयुग ऐसा सदा क्यों कलयुग को कंप्लीट कर रहे हो तुम मुझे प्रश्न पूछ रहे हो ये है कलयुग बढ़े तो दिस इज द लेवल ऑफ दैट वृद्धाश्रम यू कांट क्वेश्चन दैट एंड he was telling, Maharaj was telling, I am 90 years old now, till I cannot understand the logic of putting 3 lakhs in the front. But he was so, he said, and then he was telling, his Dadaji was telling, my Dadaji gave me this trunk box. तो उस जमाने में जैसा crooked people नहीं था ना, even if they see this, they will just leave it that way. They will not bother about taking it and all that, So it was okay for him. He never lost anything. So that is why he was telling Kali-yuga is going bad towards, Kali-yuga is going bad towards. So he will tell this incident and he will tell us that if that living entity, means his Dadaji, comes now and sees all you people, he will go to the Samudra, tie a big stone around his neck and jump into the ocean so that his dead body also doesn't come up. So that much you'll be frustrated to see all of us, you'll say. So we ask questions left, right and center. Those days, we are not supposed to even speak in front of them. What is because of asking questions? That's because they were so pure. आज ज़माने में ये जो वृद्ध लोग हैं उनसे अगर आश्रय लेना है तो we cannot do because they themselves are they are doing something and you don't do. And then they will, when they see this connection, they will say, you are yourself are doing. आप खुद करते हो और मुझे क्यों एडवाइस देते हो? You plus that is the so that is why Maharaj always said that children they have big eyes and small ears. क्या आप करते हैं वो देखते रहते हैं लेकिन आप जो बोलते हैं उनको एडवाइस वो सुनते नहीं. So we have to, that is what he was always suggesting. So anyway, so this point is very important. Let's read further the translation.
आदिराज भिक्षु ने इस यज्ञ में उपस्थित समस्त ब्राह्मणों को अत्यंत सम्मान पूर्वक सभी प्रकार की भेंटें प्रदान की. इन ब्राह्मणों ने प्रसन्न होकर राजा को अपनी ओर से हार्दिक शुभाशीष दिए.
Now he is respecting all of them and giving them gifts and sending them off.
समस्त ऋषियों तथा ब्राह्मणों ने कहा, हे शक्तिशाली राजा, आपके आमंत्रण पर सभी वर्ग के जीवों ने इस सभा में भाग लिया है. वे पितृलोक तथा स्वर्ग लोकों से आए हैं. साथ ही सामान्य जन एवं ऋषिगण भी इस सभा में उपस्थित हुए हैं. अब वे सभी आपके व्यवहार तथा आपके दान से अत्यंत संतुष्ट हैं.
So one important lesson here is that even if something that we want to do, हमको कुछ करना है, हम कोई और बाकी सब लोगों को इसमें मिलाते हैं, like we want to engage करते हैं, है ना? So we are trying to engage them in the service along with us. So in that process, we may fail, that whole project may fail. But we should never fail to appreciate their endeavors. Right? Just because our project failed, it doesn't mean that those who worked, we should reject them. It's a very important lesson to learn from Puttu Maharaj. It did fail actually. It stopped with 99. Actually speaking, he was successful only. But even then, some little disturbance happened because of Indra. He said, you all did so much service, please accept this gift without any that is disturbance. That is the thing. Now let's go to the 20th chapter. Now Vishnu is appearing and he is going to speak some beautiful slokas. We will just quickly try to read them. The purports are very amazing, but only one purport we will have to focus on. Until then, we have to read the translations. What we will do, because Krishna is speaking, we will read the verses also. These very important verses. We will recite the verses, then we will read the translation.
Only one purport.
One purport we will read, which is the most important of all these things. Everything is important, but due to the time constraint, Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Chapter 20, verse number 2 say. Now the Lord Vishnu has appeared. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Yeshate Karshid Bhangam. Hayamedha Shatasyaha Kshamapayat Atmanam Amushya Kshantumarhasi. Please somebody read the Hindi translation.
भगवान विष्णु ने कहा, हे राजा पृथु, स्वर्ग के राजा इंद्र ने तुम्हारे 100 यज्ञों में विघ्न डाला है। अब वह मेरे साथ तुमसे क्षमा मांगने के लिए आया है, अतः उसे क्षमा कर दो।
So there is something internally has happened. Vishnu has gone to Indra and said, "You come with me. I am taking you to Prithu Maharaj now." So there is this nice thing that is going to happen here. How Vishnu is going to deal with this whole situation. Brahma ji stop कर दिया, रुका दे उनको यज्ञ से और इंतजार कर रहे हैं भगवान के आने तक. The actual success of any activity is appearance of Krishna in that activity. Not whether that activity is successfully completed as per our wish. Now here 99 में उन्होंने रुका दिया. That is not a failure. But still Vishnu came. If you see दक्ष यज्ञ में विष्णु जी नहीं आए क्योंकि वो लड़ाई हो रहा था. वो भृगु मुनि के ग्रुप और नंदी के ग्रुप में और दक्षा ने ये सब किया तो विष्णु नहीं आए थे उस समय. उनको पता है क्या होने वाला है. So even though he invited all the people, because he was envious of Shiva, it was not successful. Everything became Sarvanash. समझे ना? Here Prithu Maharaj was not having any envy, but at some point he went through this small situation. So then he softened everything and then he solved all the stuff. Now Lord Vishnu is appearing personally into the yajna, which means it is all the more successful. So end of any activity, Krishna should appear in our heart. We should remember Krishna in our heart. That is the main thing. There may be, somebody may have some ailment. हमारे घर में थोड़ा किसी को some दर्द या some disease, some रोग होगा. हम लेके जाएंगे उनको हॉस्पिटल. कुछ समय डॉक्टर बोलेंगे बिल्कुल ठीक कर देंगे. लेकिन suddenly something happens and they may die. Or they may have some more, they may become even more difficult to handle. So in such cases, you may think that, hey, what is this, something different happened. उसके बाद भी सफलता यह है कि जब हम भगवान को आदर से मानते हैं, स्मरण करते हैं, then that is the real success of that activity. अगर वो मरते समय भी कुछ न कुछ हम करते हैं, वो भगवान के नाम लेते हैं या हम जाप करते हैं उनके समय, कुछ ना कुछ ऐसा होता है, that is the success of that whole thing. Everybody has to leave. कोई भी इधर रहने वाला नहीं है. What is that? जाना है, मरना नहीं. ये विश्व बीश 2 दिन के मेला में मत बोलो जगदीश. It's a very nice statement it is. So let's read the verse and translation now. This is come with me to be forgiven by you. Or the next one. This is the most beautiful sloka. Sudhiya hasada vo loke.
Sudhiya hasada vo loke.
Naradeva narottamaha.
Naradeva narottamaha.
Navi druhyanti bhutebhyo.
Navi druhyanti bhutebhyo.
Hinatma kalevaram.
Hinatma kalevaram. हे राजन, जो व्यक्ति परम बुद्धिमान तथा दूसरों का शुभ चिंतक होता है वह मनुष्य के श्रेष्ठ समझा जाता है। उस मनुष्य को श्रेष्ठ समझा जाता है। सिद्ध पुरुष कभी दूसरों से वैर नहीं करता। जो अग्रगण्य बुद्धिमान है वे यह भली भांति जानते हैं कि यह भौतिक शरीर आत्मा से भिन्न है।
ये जो इंस्ट्रक्शन बोलते हैं एक्चुअली it's very strong, very important statement. Please listen this with attention, just those few slokas, because बोलते हैं जो एडवांस ह्यूमन बीइंग है इज नेवर मलिशियस टू अदर्स, दूसरों पे ईर्ष्या नहीं करता, हानि नहीं पहुंचना चाहता। तो इंद्र भगवान के पास है, वो सोच रहा है हाँ बढ़िया बढ़िया आप पुतु को डांटते हैं अभी। दिस इज एक्चुअली अ स्टेटमेंट ऑफ स्कोल्डिंग। If you see, you are an advanced soul. Why do you have to be malicious towards Indra? That is how Vishnu is telling. But actually, Vishnu is telling this instruction to Indra also. But because Indra is not yet ready to, at that level of Prithu Maharaj, he is thinking this instruction is for Prithu Maharaj, not for me. Many times it happens to us also when two people are fighting and Guru Maharaj calls them for sorting out the problem. And if he is asking, why did you do like this? You should not understand. Oh, good, he caught. That, no, Maharaj, please give more for him. He needs more from you. So, but actually, that is not the case. He will have his time for us also. So never it is that when two hands are clapping, only one is wrong. Both sides will be wrong. You can understand that. Then is the next statement. पुरुषा यदि मुह्यन्ति स्वादृशा देव मायया श्रम एव परं जातो दीर्घया वृद्ध सेवया। Again see this वृद्ध सेवया word is coming, serving the elders. Yes, this directly now he is telling to Prithu Maharaj. So Indra is saying definitely this is for Prithu only.
यदि तुम जैसे पुरुष जो पूर्व आचार्य के आदर्श के अनुसार कार्य करने के कारण इतने उन्नत हैं, मेरी माया से मोहग्रस्त हो जाए तो तुम्हारी समस्त सिद्धि को समय का अपव्यय मात्र ही समझा जाएगा।
Very great message for. We are still feeling bad. How is both Brahma and Vishnu scolding Prithu? This Indra is going scot-free. Right? Nothing is being told to them. Brahma is not scolding him also. Vishnu is also not scolding him. We all know that he is the one who created the problem. Correct? So this is very unfair, no? ये तो वो क्या बोलते हैं? Justice. अन्याय। It's not अन्याय है ये।
टीचर भी यही करते हैं ना। जो teachers also does like that, who is like a good student, if he does some mistake na, he will be punished more than the backbenchers.
Yeah, backbenchers. The thing is, if the backbencher is punished too much, he will run away.
Yeah.
If the good student, if he is punished more also, he will have that ziddhi to continue. But this bad person, he is waiting for a chance to scoot off. दौड़ने का मन कर रहा है वो, तो उनको पकड़ के रखना है, तो little bit here and there he should give, So actually Indra is intelligent also, but then Krishna doesn't want to give direct instruction to him. It's he is by the side, but he is teaching. That statement, famous statement, Prabhupada always uses, mother-in-law teaches the daughter-in-law by teaching the daughter. So here वही हो रहा है इधर भी. Let's read the next one.
It's like ये भी हो सकता है जैसे समझदार व्यक्ति को समझाना
आसान है, लेकिन फिर भी हमको ऐसे होते हैं ये वाला गलत है, ये वाला ठीक है, तो क्यों दोनों इनको समझाते हैं, इनको कुछ नहीं बोलते हैं, At least they should say something, one thing to them, no? So that is where Bhagavatam stands, very important to note this. Yes. Next one. अतः कायं इमं विद्वान् विद्या काम कर्मभिः आरब्ध इति नैवास्मिन् प्रतिबुद्धोऽनुसज्जते।
जो लोग जीवन की देहात्म बुद्धि की अवधारणा से भली भांति परिचित है, जो यह जानते हैं कि यह शरीर मोह से उत्पन्न अज्ञान, आकांक्षाओं तथा कर्मों से रचित है, वे इस शरीर के प्रति कभी भी आसक्त नहीं होते।
देखिए, हमारे सामने ये उदाहरण भी है। प्रभुपाद जी जो बॉम्बे का मंदिर बनाए थे, उस समय इतना कठिनाई को और समस्याओं को सामना करना पड़ा, तो उस समय प्रभुपाद जी नहीं रुके थे। So how do we understand why he did not stop? He continued because his consciousness was never away from Krishna throughout that whole process. जो भी आ रहा था वो Prabhupada was very clear that Krishna is doing it. Many times when वो ऐसे चल रहा था, ऊपर नीचे चल रहा था, वो घटनाएं वो सब say favorable unfavorable ऐसे चल रहा था, तो प्रभुपाद जी ऐसे बोले कृष्णा इज डूइंग इट, कृष्णा इज डूइंग इट, कृष्णा इज डूइंग इट, लेट्स ट्राई टू द बेस्ट लेवल. So his mind was not disturbed. Like in the beginning when we said, his mind was never into the lower. He was not trying to say kill this Nair or put him into the police station, write a complaint about this person and ask the police to arrest him. None of these things he did. If he wanted, he had so many wealthy people. मेरे साथ वो सब businessmen भी थे. उसके साथ, he could have sat down and made a big plan to arrest this person and all those things he could have done.
Bala Thackeray was also.
Bal Thackeray was helping, so he could have easily spoken one word to him and finished. All those things could have happened, but Prabhupada never went to any of this because he knew that without Krishna's sanction, none of these things are happening. Everything is happening with Krishna's sanction. Actually, it is because of that Nair that we are able to hear the glories of Prabhupada even more. Because not only that Nair is his lawyer, that one Mohta, Matre, those people were all creating so much trouble. Because of all of them, Prabhupada's this project became even more famous. Now you see how many people are coming and it's always thronged with those days it was like people are, Swamiji, why are you getting this land so far away from the city? Then Prabhupada said, don't even say that. In the future you will not get even an inch of land here. And you know how much it will be cost. At that time he knew. Those days just fisherman's cove it was. It was just machli wale log unke hai. It's just like that. Yes, Prabhu.
So many rats were there.
Rats were there, snakes and all those things were falling. And we read that book, it is so difficult to even imagine what kind of situation they are living in. So let's read further. Next one. Whatever instruction Vishnu is giving to Prithu Maharaj is for all of us. More so for Indra, but he is yet to realize that. Asansakta shariresmin amunotpadite grihe apatye dravine vapi kapuryanmatambudah.
जो देहात्म बुद्धि के प्रति रंच मात्र भी आसक्त नहीं हो, भला ऐसा अत्यंत बुद्धिमान पुरुष किस प्रकार घर, संतान, संपत्ति तथा ऐसी ही अन्य शारीरिक बातों में देहात्म बुद्धि के द्वारा प्रभावित हो सकता है.
This statement is also for all of us to as instruction. एक शुद्ध स्वयं ज्योते निर्गुणो सौ गुणाश्रयः सर्वगुणावृतः साक्षी निरात्मात्मात्मनः परः. This word is Atma is used 3 times and each time the meaning is one time it is used for Atma itself, one time for body, one time for mind.
आत्मा एक शुद्ध
this thing is giving a beautiful definition of Atma.
आत्मा एक शुद्ध अभौतिक तथा स्वयं तेजमय है. वह समस्त उत्तम गुणों का आगार एवं सर्वव्यापक है। वह किसी भौतिक आवरण से रहित और समस्त कार्यों का साक्षी है। वह अन्य जीवात्माओं से सर्वथा भिन्न तथा समस्त देहधारियों से परे है।
Beautiful definition. The why he is giving the definition of Atma here suddenly. Samasta, what is that? Nirguno asau guna ashraya. All the reservoir of all good qualities. वो उनको समझाते हैं कि जिससे हम नफरत करते हैं उनको आत्मा के स्वरूप में देखना है, तो आत्मा तो सब गुणों का आधार है, some good qualities का आधार है. तो we have to see from Atma's point of view. Then Prithu Maharaj will see the good qualities in Indra also. Indra can also see the good quality in Prithu Maharaj. This is how we should always see whenever there is some differences, something happens. The first thing we should see is that forget the body. Just आत्मा को देखना है, बस आत्मा का ध्यान करना है. और आत्मा means is so pure, and there is no difference between that atma and my atma, right? So there is no difference at all. So how much ever I am loving my atma, I should love the other atma also. Such a beautiful point. No? This is a very beautiful statement here. Yeah, yeah, santam atma. Yes, Prabhuji.
He is completely distinguished from other living entities. That line, Prabhuji, third, he is completely distinguished from other living entity. Means he is distinguished. Does it mean like that body and this is different?
Yeah,
Other living entities.
he is distinguished from the gross and subtle bodies. That is what it means.
He is transcended to all embodied soul means that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, vansantamatmanam atmastham veda purushah najyate prakrististopi gunai samayistitah.
ऐसा व्यक्ति जो परमात्मा तथा आत्मा के पूर्ण ज्ञान को प्राप्त होता है, भौतिक प्रकृति में रहते हुए भी उसके गुणों से प्रभावित नहीं होता, क्योंकि वह सदैव मेरी दिव्य प्रेमा भक्ति में स्थित रहता है.
दिस इज द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग. हमको अगर भक्ति पूर्व रूप में मिल जाता है, when we are absorbed in bhakti, we will not unnecessarily hate anybody. Or there is a thing too much intimate with one person and too much raga dvesha, vimukta too much rejecting other person. No, it is balanced. Whatever. You see, everybody has friends only. Maitriyastu sarvatra namo dvijebhya. That's a prayer of Parikshit Maharaj. Everybody I want to have Maitri. This yes, this verse is most beautiful verse. It is connected with the yesterday's shloka that which we read about Swadharma. Animitena nimitena. This is also he is talking about Swadharma. Beautiful verse. Yes, we have to learn it by heart, this verse. Yes, Swadharmena mam nityam.
Yes, Swadharmena mam nityam.
Nirashi shraddhayanvitah.
Nirashi shraddhayanvitah.
Bhajate shanakaistasya.
Bhajate shanakaistasya.
Manorajan prasidati.
Manorajan prasidati.
So he is telling what is the effect of doing our prescribed occupational duties properly. When we do it with full attention and full dedication, what will be the result? That's what Krishna is giving here. Let's do that.
भगवान विष्णु ने आगे कहा है, राजा पृथु, जब कोई अपना वृत्तिपूर्वक कर्म करता हुआ किसी भौतिक लाभ के उद्देश्य के बिना मेरी सेवा में लगा रहता है, तो वह Charles finished. I can read.
No problem. You charge it, Prabhu. Some phone calls will come.
भगवान विष्णु ने आगे कहा, हे राजा पृथु, जब कोई अपना वृत्तिपरक कर्म करता हुआ किसी भौतिक लाभ के उद्देश्य के बिना मेरी सेवा में लगा रहता है, तो वह अपने अंतःकरण में उत्तरोत्तर संतुष्टि प्राप्त करता है.
This is the result of doing occupational duties of life. I felt I should have shared this talk also yesterday.
What is the difference between occupational duty and prescribed duty? Is
Both
there
are
any
same.
same?
Both are same. That's why Prabhupada said in that purport, no, professional occupational duty. Prescribed duty, occupational duty. Prescribed duty means जो आपको प्रिस्क्राइब किया है, जो हम डॉक्टर के पास जाते हैं प्रिस्क्रिप्शन देते हैं, है ना, इट्स ऑलरेडी देयर. मेरे पेट में दर्द है तो दे नो when
Authorized मतलब.
I mean it's authorized and it's already known. They will not give some heart medicine for headache or stomach. So they will give exactly, it is there already. So prescribed already लिखा हुआ है बस. आप पुरुष हो ये है आपका कर्तव्य. आप पापा हो, you have to take care of these things. Your mummy तो you have to take care of these things. Teacher है तो you have to do it this way. So prescribed, that is why it is called prescription. And occupational duty means that which you are occupied with. अभी हमारे occupational duty है श्रवणम कीर्तनम बस, उसमें लगे हुए हैं हम, we are occupied with it. कुछ देर बाद प्रसाद में वो occupational duty है, उसमें occupational है. उसके बाद थोड़ा socializing कुछ है वो बात वो सब हो जाएगा, उसमें occupied हो जाएंगे. वो तो not that all the occupational duty are correct. Too much of socializing that also will be like drag us into away from Krishna. So little bit you may ask something here and there. तो उसके बाद तो we have to go. Otherwise, what will happen is slowly Bhagavatam will go down and the Gramya Varta will increase. So that should be stopped. So this is occupational duty means that which you are occupied with daily. Every day you are getting up and doing some chanting or some puja, some preparing prasadam for children, cooking for children, then going and dropping something there. You are going for your work to earn something. ये सब occupy करता है हमको, so वो occupational duty है. So that is why Prabhupada is using this word prescribed and occupational duty means it is not, he wanted not to differentiate between material duty, spiritual duty. We always do this thing. मेरा घर का कपड़े धोना material duty है, लेकिन मंदिर में काम करना spiritual duty है. This is wrong thinking. घर में अगर कपड़े या साफ करना है, झाड़ू लगाना, that is also spiritual duty only. Provided we are thinking that hey, I am doing this for Krishna. This is Krishna's house. मुझे इसको साफ रखना है. This is Krishna's child, Krishna's property. I have to take care of him or her. Like that, when we think, then it is properly. Both are spiritual duty only. So this thinking of discriminating of material duty, spiritual duty, material duty should stop. That discrimination itself is destroying us. That is why many times say, oh, I have service in the temple. Then at home, everything will be lying down just like that. And when we come, हमारे जो consciousness है ना, वो इतना बुरा हो जाता है. We really disturb. And then at home, why you did not clean this? Why that happened? This? Then all the shouting, screaming happens. Then what is the use of going and doing service in the temple when we can't come out of this? So that's why Maharaj said, don't be a devotee only in the temple, be a devotee everywhere. So, why? Because nobody sees our washing clothes and washing this thing at home. So I don't get any appreciation or the benefit for doing that. So we always feel dejected why this person is doing, and especially when we go out and we say so many people are glorifying, they say, yes, see, this person is knowing my what I am doing for. We have to come out of this mentality. That's why discrimination should stop. Everything is ultimately Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. Everything is Krishna's. Everything is spiritual at the end of the day. Prabhupada is able to see Krishna in everything. That is why he was able to be so successful. Let's read further. A few more shlokas are coming. Let's just read the next one. Where is the shloka? Yeah, this shloka we completed. Now, see, I wanted to say this point. The effect of doing the occupational duty with full dedication as an offering to Krishna is that it will become Manorajan Prasidati. Gradually it will be satisfied from within. Nobody has to come and say that आपने अच्छा काम किया, आपने ये किया, आपने वो किया, इतना अच्छा काम करे. We don't have to be told by somebody that you are doing a good job, you are doing a great job, you are ये आप इतना बड़े हैं, अच्छा है, वो सब सुनने का there is no need at all. Within inside से हमको ये आ जाएगा. That's why when you are doing cleaning at home also, when we have this consciousness that I am doing it for Krishna, we won't expect a word for this thing from anyone else. When you cook nicely and offer to Krishna, then you don't have to expect anything from others. That kaise hai Prabhu ji, acha hai, theek hai. You don't have to ask. That you make a garland and you offer, or you do the dressing and you do the thing. Then when somebody tells Prabhu ji, aaj ka shringar bahut badhiya hai, then that I only did that. It's a little bit of that thing is there, you know. We should stop all that. So Mano Rajan Prasidati, when we are doing it properly with devotional service. That's why he's saying, one situated in his occupational duty engages in my loving service without motive for material gain. कोई expectation नहीं है. Then he can be satisfied with whatever is. He will not compare, contrast, all those things will not happen. I am happy just being by myself. That is why Maharaj many times used to say that your test of devotional service will be there when how long you can sit alone with Bhagavatam in a room. Or Bhagavad Gita. Sit alone with Bhagavad Gita in a room. Or Japmala. You know? Nobody is there with us. Then how long we can sit with it without phone, without WhatsApp, of course. All these things. That is a real test of our Krishna consciousness. We can go around everywhere, yatra, mandir, this, that, festival, because everybody is around. You say, Prabhuji, you are doing great, Mataji, you are doing, all these things are going back and forth. So we get all these appreciations and we are getting all that in the temple. So we like that environment. Are we really liking because Krishna is there? Imagine you go to some day where only Krishna is there, Pujari is also gone and nobody else is there. How long will you stay there in the temple? Right? If nobody is there, okay, somewhere something is there, we'll take the jadu and we'll sweep and clean the floor. You'll not. Right? Or somewhere something is lying down, want to go and take it and give it somewhere else. Fine. So these are all small things where we are not satisfied with ourselves. We want someone else to satisfy us. So we have to be satisfied only with seva. Yes, I am doing it for Krishna. And Krishna has given me this opportunity. Let me do this properly. वो जो भी सेवा हो, वो बड़ा वाला, वो नामदार वाला, या what do you say, नामदार वाला, नाम देने वाला. That is not the only thing. We have to be very careful in this. Yeah, let's read the next one. परित्यक्ता गुणसंयः दर्शनो विशदाशयः शान्तिं मे समवस्थानं ब्रह्मकैवल्यमश्नुते.
जब हृदय समस्त भौतिक कल्मशों से शुद्ध हो जाता है तो भक्त का मन विशद तथा पारदर्शी हो जाता है और वह वस्तुओं को समान रूप में देख सकता है. जीवन की इस अवस्था में शांति मिलती है और मनुष्य मेरे समान पद के सच्चिदानंद विग्रह रूप में स्थित हो जाता है.
This contamination क्यों बोलते हैं? आपने जो इंद्र के बारे में सोचा, क्यों ये मेरे इसमें बीच में आ रहा है? He is a bad man. That is contamination. So when he removed the contamination and made peace with him, that is when he himself internally became peaceful. Right? So the devotee's mind becomes broader and transparent. वो विशाल हो जाता है. You know, he sees a wider picture. Oh, Krishna is engaging this Indra in this thing, Chandra in that. Just like he's engaging all these people in different ways. So he should start loving everybody. And he can see things equally. सबको एक ही स्तर में देख सकता है. At that stage of life there is peace. Only then we can be actually peaceful. Till that time we cannot. So that is why in Bhagavad Gita is saying Nasti buddhir ayuktasya nacha ayuktasya bhavana nacha bhaveta shanti ashantasya tasukam. Nasti buddhir ayuktasya. भगवान से जुड़ा नहीं बुद्धि अयुक्ता डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया. नचा युक्तस्य भावना, बुद्धि पहले ये नहीं हुआ, उसके बाद भावना भी अलग हो गया. नचा भाव है तो शांति, हमारे भाव भगवान के साथ ली नहीं हुआ कि तो शांति कैसे मिलेगा, और शांति नहीं मिलेगा तो अशांत से कुछ सुखम कैसे मिलेगा. दैट इज कृष्णा's question. So let's read the next one. उदासीनं युवाध्यक्षं ज्ञानक्रियात्मनां कूटस्थम् इममात्मानं यो वेदाप्नोति शोभनं.
जो कोई भी है जानता है कि 5 तत्वों, कर्मेंद्रियों, ज्ञानेंद्रियों तथा मन से निर्मित यह शरीर केवल स्थिर आत्मा द्वारा संचालित होता है, वे भौतिक बंधन से मुक्त होने योग्य है।
See, important message. Next statement is a beautiful verse. It's okay to read a few more shlokas and come to that point, or okay? Or
We can go on.
little bit only. Bhinnasya ling, because I am worried that that shloka which we will read will go. it's a very important shloka where that might take a little longer time. So I was just thinking whether we should read only the translation, but it's Krishna's words, you know. भिन्नस्य लिंगस्य गुणप्रवाहो द्रव्य क्रियाकारक चेतनात्मनः दृष्टासु संपत्सु विपत्सु सूरयो न विक्रियन्ते मयि बद्ध सौहृदा. He is going to give philosophy of the bodily structure now. Please. The beautiful verses, the very important ones. Please read this.
भगवान विष्णु ने राजा पृथु से कहा, हे राजन, तीनों गुणों की अनन्य क्रिया से ही यह भौतिक जगत निरंतर परिवर्तनशील है। यह शरीर 5 तत्वों, इंद्रियों के नियामक देवताओं तथा आत्मा द्वारा विशुद्ध किए जाने वाले मन से मिलकर बना है। चूंकि आत्मा इन स्थूल तथा सूक्ष्म तत्वों से के इस मेल से सर्वथा भिन्न है, अतः मेरा भक्त जो मित्रता तथा प्रेम के द्वारा मुझे दृढ़ता पूर्वक बंधा है, यह भली भांति जानते हुए कभी भी भौतिक सुख तथा दुख से विचलित नहीं होता।
This last line is very beautiful. Huh? My devotee who is connected with me in intense friendship, बद्ध सौहृदा, उनको ये सब पता है, ये सब भौतिक चीजों के बारे में. So he knows very clearly the signs. Who is acting, who is not acting. Now, in Indra's case, if you see Indra's Atma, you know the definition of Atma, reservoir of all good qualities. तो आत्मा काम नहीं कर रहा है, तो शरीर तो जड़ है, वो भी काम नहीं कर रहा है. किसके ऊपर गुस्सा होंगे आप? कल भी हम इसी बात कर रहे थे, है ना? Body is one, soul is one. Both are not. Who is that? That false ego is the one, and you can't find where the false ego is because it is false. तो कैसे उसके ऊपर हम गुस्सा करें? इंद्रा आई एम डिफीटिंग योर फॉल्स ईगो. He will say, where is my false ego? So that is the most important thing. When we know that who is acting, this is a false ego that is acting. It is not his actual nature. ये इनका actual nature नहीं है, स्वभाव नहीं है. ये false ego act करता है. तो इसके ऊपर मेरे कुछ ये नहीं है, लफड़ा कुछ नहीं है मेरे. I don't have any संबंध with the false ego, right? That's a beautiful thing. So one who is in intense friendship with me, they will understand this whole situation. समसमानोत्तम मध्यमानः मध्यमानः सुखे च दुःखे च जितेन्द्रियाशयः मयोपक्लिप्ताखिललोकसंयुतो विधत्स्व वीराखिललोकरक्षणम्.
हे वीर राजा, स्वयं संभाव रखते हुए अपने से उत्तम, मध्यम तथा निम्न स्तर के लोगों पर समानता का व्यवहार करो. क्षणिक सुख तथा दुख से विचलित न हो. अपने मन तथा इंद्रियों पर पूर्ण संयम रखो. मेरी व्यवस्था से तुम किसी भी परिस्थिति में रखे जाओ, उस दिव्य स्थिति में रहकर राजा का कर्तव्य निभाओ. किंतु तुम्हारा एकमात्र कर्तव्य अपने राज्य के नागरिकों को संरक्षण प्रदान करना है.
If he kept doing this for protecting everybody, but लेकिन ये क्या हो गया? ये इंद्र इनके ऊपर लड़ रहा था, इनके सामने लड़ रहा था. वैसे बाकी सब लोगों, अगर वो भी यज्ञ शुरू किया, उनके साथ भी लड़ते रहेंगे. He will create problems there also. So instead of protecting them, he is creating more opportunity for Indra to disturb all the citizens. That's why Vishnu is telling your job is to protect them, not create more, take them in the wrong direction. So next one. श्रेयः प्रजापालनमेव राज्ञो
प्रजापालनेव या राजो
यत्साम्पराये सुकृतात् षष्ठम् अंशम्
यसादप्राये सुकृतात् षष्ठम्
अर्थान् यथा हृतपुण्यः प्रजानाम् आरक्षिता करहारोघम् अति
राजा का निर्दिष्ट धर्म है कि वह राज्य के सारे नागरिकों को सुरक्षा प्रदान करे। ऐसा करने से राजा को अगले जन्म में प्रजा के पुण्यों का छठा भाग प्राप्त होता है। किंतु वो राजा अथवा प्रशासक प्रजा से केवल एक कर वसूल करता है और नागरिकों को समुचित सुरक्षा प्रदान नहीं करता, तो उसके पुण्य प्रजा छीन लेती है और सुरक्षा न प्रदान करने के बदले में उसे प्रजा के पाप कर्मों का भागी होना
This
पड़ता
rule
है।
is so clear. एवं द्विजाग्र्यानुमतानुवृत्त धर्म प्रधानोन्यतमो स्वेन कालेन गृहोपयातन् द्रष्टासि सिद्धान् अनुरक्तलोकः
भगवान विष्णु ने आगे कहा, हे राजा पृथु, यदि तुम विद्वान ब्राह्मणों से शिष्य परंपरा द्वारा प्राप्त आदेशों के अनुसार प्रजा का संरक्षण करते रहोगे और यदि तुम उनके द्वारा निर्दिष्ट धार्मिक नियमों का अनुसरण मनोरथों से अनासक्त रहकर करते रहोगे, तो तुम्हारी सारी प्रजा सुखी रहेगी और तुमसे स्नेह रखेगी और तब तुम्हें शीघ्र ही सनकादि, सनक, सनातन, सनंदन, सनत कुमार, चारों कुमारों जैसे मुक्त पुरुषों के दर्शन हो सकेंगे।
This is where Krishna gives the secret of how to make others love you. Everybody wants, सब मुझे प्रेम करना है, इन सब के साथ we should have a friendship and love and all that. So this is the best way. Now comes still this point. Indra is thinking, nice scolding Vishnu is giving to Prithu. It's good. See, I am right. Now comes the real message for him. वरं चमत्कञ्चनमानवेन्द्र विनीश्वतेऽहं गुणशीलयन्त्रितः नाहं मखैर्वै सुलभस्तपोभिर्योगेन वा यत् समचित्तवर्ती
योगेन वायत् समिचितवर्ती।
हे राजन, मैं तुम्हारे उच्च गुणों तथा उत्तम आचरण से मुग्ध और प्रभावित हूँ, अतः तुम मुझसे मन चाहा वर मांग सकते हो।
See, now you say I am very captivated and I am very attracted to your excellent behavior. No, Indra is standing there, so far you are scolding him now. Suddenly, this happens. I was thinking you are on my side, now you are on the other side. This is where we have to understand where Vishnu's platform is. He's completely beyond all these material things like you are my enemy or my friend and all that. In this one line, he smashed all Indra's building. Complete his castle of cards just went up. Now read further; it will be even more interesting.
जो उत्तम गुणों तथा शील से युक्त नहीं है, वह मात्र यज्ञ
No. Before that, one line was there. वर मांग सकते हो.
अतः तुम मुझसे मन चाहा वर मांग सकते हो।
Then he is worried. Hey, if he is asking him to complete the 100 one again or something, Krishna will give him that one also.
जो उत्तम गुणों तथा शील से युक्त नहीं है, वह मात्र यज्ञ, कठिन तपस्या तथा अथवा योग के द्वारा मेरी कृपा प्राप्त नहीं कर सकता।
See, this is actually a message to Indra. You don't have elevated quality. You have done 100 sacrifices and you became Indra, but that did not satisfy me. Now, actually speaking, what Indra should have done, he should have supported Prithu in doing his 100 sacrifice. If he is really a good person, we are always talking about Prithu's side. What is Indra's side? Indra's side, he should have said, oh, another person is doing 100 again, let me help him. Maybe he should have given the Shatakratu manual, what all things to do, what all ingredients to get, जब कोई मंदिर बनता है, दूसरा one more mandir is there being built, then this person is asking, Prabhuji, you have already built a temple, you have any blueprint, any what to do for the committee, this thing and all, what and all, how did you manage the whole thing? Then this person should generously share, I always have this, Radheshyam Prabhu is very free to share. Whenever I talk to him, he will freely share everything that he has. There is no copyright or nothing he has. Just take it, do it. Everybody can do it. And I have never seen so generous in it. He takes so much time and effort to do his presentations and all that. And anybody who comes, he will just give it. You use it, create your own thing. But still, the thing is, the way he gives the class, others cannot imitate in those presentations. That's another thing. But still, you have no hesitation to give knowledge to others. Like yesterday also we discussed that, no? Real Swadharma, Amalatmana means you should be free to give to others, everybody, जो कुछ भी है. हर माता जी के जो special होता है ना, they have some special item which they are very expert in. They should help the others to learn that the secret formula. You will see most of the time, especially mother-in-laws will not teach the daughter-in-laws. Right? Let's read the next one.
किंतु जो समस्त परिस्थितियों में संभाव बनाए रखता है, मैं उसके अंतःकरण में सदैव संतुलित रहता हूँ.
This is the point. But I always remain equipoised in the heart of one who is also equipoised in all circumstances. आप 99 तक you are all right. 100th one में आप disturb हो गए. तो if you are always, when in disturbance also you are peaceful and satisfied, peaceful and Krishna Bhavanam was there, then I will be also equipoised sitting in your heart. When you are disturbed, I am also disturbed. How to fix this person. Krishna will say that. Actually, he is not disturbed, but he is just saying. So the next sloka, Maitreya is saying that Maharaj Prithu accepted the instructions of the Lord and he is up. Next we will read verse number 18. This is the key verse which I was talking about, and we are coming to that towards the end of our thing. Please hear patiently. This is the whole lesson. You were just, Prabhuji was asking about title. I just thought of this chapter and said the best thing is mending the relationships. So either Indra or Prithu का relationship में there is a problem because initially they were very friendly. Indra was getting all the things and he was very happy. अभी ये इनके बीच में ये घुस गए तो he became disturbed. Now how to mend the relationship now? So this verse gives the answer. Verse number 18. Sprishantam padayoh premna. This is Maitreya speaking now. Sprishantam padayoh premna. Viditam svena karmana. Takratam parishvajya. Vidvesham visasarjaha.
राजा इंद्र जो सामने खड़ा था अपने कार्यों से अत्यंत लज्जित हुआ और राजा पृथु के चरण कमलों का स्पर्श पाने के लिए उनके समक्ष गिर पड़ा, किंतु पृथु महाराज के अत्यंत हर्षातिरेक में उसे तुरंत हृदय से लगा लिया और यज्ञ के अश्रु को चुराने के कारण उत्पन्न समस्त ईर्ष्या त्याग दी.
Beautiful. This is how the relationship was mended. Both of them hugged each other and sing. But there is lot of sukshma things, subtle things are there here. Now, one of the important things we should learn from here is that जब हमको एक दूसरे व्यक्ति से नफरत है या कुछ dissatisfaction है, अतृप्ति है, तो we always have a negative idea about that person. That something will be there. May not be that right from the beginning. कुछ समय बाद आ जाएगा. So how to fix that? So here we understand is that we have to hear their good qualities from someone who is transcendental or who is beyond all this hate, love and all those things. Anytime we have that thing, no? We always want to go and tell Prabhuji, ye hai, aisa hai, he is always like this, aisa. If you are telling to someone, हमारे psychology है, you only tell to someone who is also having a similar negative thing about that person. You see, you also had the same experience. It's like that only. Oh, aisa hi hai, aisa hi, aisa. We keep complaining about people, right? But that way, the Isha will only grow. बढ़ता रहेगा. But when you talk to someone who is actually seeing the good qualities in that person, and that person is speaking the good things about him to you, then slowly our envy will come down. So that is why we should always hear from those who are more mature or more spiritually in better higher platform about anything and everything, because they give the best perception, Krishna's perception to us, like especially spiritual master or spiritual guide who are there. So you understand this. Now here Indra is falling at the feet of Prithu Maharaj, trying to fall at the feet, but Prithu Maharaj goes and answers him. Now Indra has been hearing all the things about Prithu Maharaj. He was thinking, oh, Vishnu is on my side, Vishnu is on my side. That one verse where he says, I am captivated by your good qualities. He went, hey, sir, oh, Vishnu is captivated by Prithu's good qualities, and he is my boss also. That is why I came with him. Now, what should I do? So he wants, Vishnu is telling somebody is great, then I should. Many times it happens, no? When the spiritual master says something about somebody, then we immediately feel, hey, he must be really great person. Why? Because we respect that spiritual master. This should not be the case always. अगर हम सब चीज़ के लिए spiritual master गुरु के ऊपर निर्भर है, तो that is not so much of a maturity. Once or twice we get the sample, and then we should do our own what you call cleansing going ahead. So this is a very important secret we learn from Bhagavatam, especially in this episode. Here till this point, Prithu Maharaj was alright. He already made affection. That is we already saw. But Indra is not yet fixed. So we are many times in Indra's case actually. We create problems to others and we think we are right and they are wrong. Not that we are receiving the thing, and that sometimes happens, but most of the time we create problems to others, unknowingly, of course. Right? See, this is fell down before Prithu touches feet. But Prithu Maharaj immediately embraced him. He didn't want him to fall. You and I are same, just let's just hug. That is how the whole thing started out. Now this purport is the golden purport, which we should give little bit more time and read. Let's read the purport.
ऐसी अनेक घटनाएं हैं जब मनुष्य किसी वैष्णव के चरणा कमलों के प्रति अपराध कर देता है और बाद में पछताता है। यहाँ पर भी हम देखते हैं कि यद्यपि स्वर्ग का राजा इंद्र इतना शक्तिशाली था कि भगवान विष्णु के साथ में था, किंतु उससे अपने को महाराज पृथु के यज्ञ के गुणों को चुराने के लिए अपराधी अनुभव किया।
See, this is important thing to note. Indra, we are always thinking, hey, he's a crazy guy. Every time he creates problem. But you see, if Vishnu goes and fetches him to personally to come to the yajna, how much great he must be. In other words, he was personally given that responsibility of Devraj Indra by Vishnu himself. So he is definitely a great personality. He may have something here and there, but if he is in the authoritative position, we have to respect him for that thing at least. So that is why we say, even though, although he was so powerful, he felt himself a great offender because of Vishnu's mercy. Let's go further.
किंतु अपने महाराज पृथु के गुणों को चुराने के लिए अपराधी अनुभव किया। वैष्णव के चरण कमलों पर अपराध करने वाले को भगवान कभी क्षमा नहीं करते। इसके अनेक दृष्टांत मिलते हैं। परम योगी तथा महामुनि दुर्वासा ने अमरीश महाराज का अपमान किया तो उन्हें अमरीश महाराज के चरण कमलों पर गिरना पड़ा। इंद्र के राजा पृथु के चरण कमलों पर गिरने का विचार किया, किंतु राजा इतना उदार वैष्णव था कि महाराज इंद्र को अपने चरणों पर गिरने नहीं देना चाहता था, अपितु उसने तुरंत उन्हें उठाकर हृदय से लगा लिया। वे दोनों ही एक दूसरे पर क्रुद्ध थे और ईर्ष्यालु थे, किंतु दोनों
No, माताजी, उसके पहले वाले स्टेटमेंट फिर से पढ़िए, because there is an important thing, and both of them forgot all the past incidents.
किंतु राजा इतना इंद्र ने राजा पृथु के चरण कमलों पर गिरने का विचार किया, किंतु राजा इतना उदार वैष्णव था कि महाराज इंद्र को अपने चरणों पर गिरने नहीं देना चाहता था, अपितु उसने तुरंत उन्हें उठाकर हृदय से लगा लिया। वे दोनों ही एक दूसरे पर क्रुद्ध थे और ईर्ष्यालु।
माताजी, one point is missed out.
वे दोनों पूर्व की घटनाओं को
भूल गए। वो है इसमें?
नहीं, इसमें नहीं है।
उसमें नहीं है क्या?
नहीं वाले में नहीं।
वे दोनों पूर्व की घटनाओं को भूल गए।
That's the important words I wanted to phrase it. Looking for it, because this is the most key thing. You should forget all the past. You should not keep on remembering those things. Forgive means forget. So these two things Maharaj said, forgive and forget. Who has to remember? Forgive and forget the past incidents. Don't even remember this again. New person has come. That's all. Forgiven means new person has come. See, that is a very important thing here. In the whole saga, that is a very important ingredient to get out of that misunderstanding and bad thoughts. Let's read further.
वे दोनों एक दूसरे पर क्रूर थे, ईर्ष्यालु थे, किंतु दोनों ही वैष्णव थे, अतः उन्हें अपनी ईर्ष्या के कारण को समंजित करना पड़ा.
This is very important, huh? This is it's very nicely written in English. I will read this. This is the key line in this entire purport. Key line. First of all, he is telling this point that both King Indra and Maharaj Prithu were envious and angry with each other. So Prithu Maharaj is also considered as envious towards Indra, right?
Yeah.
That we don't normally we don't know how he's a good person. Why is he envious? Maybe a little small dot also, but still envy is envy, right? So envious and angry with each other. But since both of them were Vaishnavas, are servants of Lord Vishnu, it was their duty to adjust the cause of their envy. Beautiful line. This you should just put it in golden line and say Prabhupada ki jai. Because he is talking about the cause of the envy. You know, that is what. If you want to fix the envy, you have to find the cause of the envy. उसका मूल कारण क्या है? So between two people there is some fight going on. I will say you did this, that's why I am doing this. This person will say no, you did this, that's why I am doing this. आपने ऐसा किया, वैसे मैंने ऐसा किया, मैंने कुछ नहीं किया, आपने सब किया. This kind of लड़ाई हो रहा है. So it was their duty. Both of them are Vaishnavas. Vaishnava means ultimately at the end of the day, it is their duty to adjust the cause of their envy. Adjust करना है किसको? Envy, cause of the envy. It's not enough to adjust the envy, adjust the cause of them. Now, both of them were envious and angry at each other. Right? Which means Indra is also envy, Prithu Maharaj is also envious. Both of them are envious. Now, what is the cause of Prithu Maharaj's envy?
Because Indra is like creating hindrance.
He is stealing the horses. Simply. He is stealing the horses. That is the cause of Prithu Maharaj's anger and envy. And what is the cause of Indra's envy?
Position.
Insecurity.
In Prithu Maharaj's 100 yajna.
Yes.
That itself is the cause of his 100 yajna is the cause of his envy. Right? Now, which one is the ultimate root? If Prithu Maharaj did not even start the 100 sacrifice, Indra would not have stolen the horse. And if Indra did not steal the horse, Prithu Maharaj's cause of envy would not be there at all. So which is the root cause of envy? Yajna. That is why both Brahma and Vishnu wanted to advise Prithu Maharaj to stop there. You see, you understood the whole situation now? Adjust the cause of the envy. हमको adjust करना है cause जो भी हमारे दोनों का लड़ाई या क्रोध या ईर्ष्या को इसका कारण है. We have to go deeply and see what is the cause of this thing. So you many times we being there in a place also, if we create someone's disturbance, then we should move out from there. If somebody is disturbing something, then they should be taken out. See, in our Samudra Manthan example, no? When Garuda brings the Meru mountain back of the his back and Vishnu, and then because Meru mountain असुर लोग और देवता लोग carry कर ले नहीं सकते थे, तो Vishnu ordered Garuda to come and put it there. He very easily he put it. Then उसके बाद वो उधर बैठ रहे थे कि मुझे साहब आपके लीला ये समुद्र मंथन लीला को देखना है. I want to see. But then Vishnu said, no, you go back. You take sick leave, whatever leave. I will take some time to come back. You be there in Vaikuntha, just peacefully enjoy your food meal. I will not call you anymore for my Ola driving and whatever. So he said, but Bhagavan, why are you doing this to me? No, I am going to summon Vasuki. Snake is your food. Mahaprasad. So snake is your Mahaprasad. So as long as you are there, he will not do his job properly. So you go now. Then Garud ji बोलते हैं हमको कब ये आपके दर्शन ये सब अमृत जब मिला. Don't worry, when I come I will take a separate part for you. You don't worry about your portion of Amrit, but you better let Vasuki do his service. This is where many times the spiritual master also adjusts things accordingly. When Naranarayan Das was there, he was creating some commotion in the Juhu land. Then all the others were complaining. This person is scolding about, telling bad things about Gandhi and all that. So Giriraj Maharaj was asked, what is happening there? Then I said this, he said like this, and so everybody around are getting agitated. Then Prabhupada writes a telegram, Naranarayan Rishi immediately returned to US. Immediately उनको भेज दिया US, back to US. That's it, the problem was solved. So sometimes we not being there will solve the problem. हम उधर नहीं रहते हैं, उधर से कहीं बाहर जाते हैं ना, तो that solves the problem. So we have to, for us also it's a change of air, for others also it's a big change of air. So sometimes we have to be following this, not sometimes, always we should follow this. So this adjusting the cause of the envy is a beautiful, beautiful statement. I don't know how Prabhupada Paramatma gave these words to him. You keep reading this, you will be so much you will fall in love with Prabhupada. Because he says, as a Vaishnava, it is a duty. It's a duty. वो उसमें नहीं लिखा है ठीक से. Duty, कर्तव्य है हमारा. What that word is used in that? कर्तव्य?
नहीं, वैष्णव को चाहिए.
See, Vaishnava का कर्तव्य है. It is a duty of the Vaishnava to adjust the cause of the envy. So who is the cause of the envy? That we have to realize. So let's read the read it and complete. माताजी
एक तो आजकल लोग वैष्णव न होने के कारण आपस में निरंतर झगड़ते रहते हैं और मानव जीवन का लक्ष्य पूरा किए बिना मृत्यु प्राप्त करते हैं. संसार में कृष्ण भावनामृत आंदोलन को प्रसारित करने.
One minute, Mataji. That line was not there. This was first class example of a cooperative behavior between Vaishnavas.
अतः उन्हें ईर्ष्या के संबंधित किया. वैष्णव के मध्य सहयोगी आचरण का सर्वोत्तम उदाहरण है.
हाँ, this is a first class example. Cooperative behavior. This is how you cooperate. When that's what I said. Cooperate means you also operate, I also operate. You operate in your home, I operate in my home. That is also cooperation only. So let's read further now.
वैष्णव के मध्य सहयोगी आचरण का यह सर्वोत्तम उदाहरण है, किंतु आज के लोग वैष्णव न होने के कारण आपस में निरंतर झगड़ते रहते हैं और मानव जीवन का लक्ष्य पूरा किए बिना मृत्यु प्राप्त करते हैं. संसार में कृष्ण भावनामृत आंदोलन को प्रसारित करने की नितांत आवश्यकता है, क्योंकि भले ही लोग कभी कभी एक दूसरे पर रुष्ट तथा मनोमलिन पूर्ण हो रहे हैं, किंतु कृष्ण भावना भावित होने से ऐसी प्रतियोगिता, स्पर्धा तथा ईर्ष्या को बिना कठिनाई के समर्जित किया जा सकता है.
जय श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, पतु महाराज की जय, इंद्र महाराज की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद श्री गुरुदेव की जय, पतु वैष्णव की जय, गौतम देव हरि हरि कृष्ण प्रभु की जय. We have to, I sincerely apologize for the extended time. I really didn't want to extend this much time, but this verse I wanted to come to at least, up to the point. Because this verse gives the complete lesson for all our problems. Just go to this verse. What is the number, Prabhu? That verse number? 490. No, 420. 420. This verse please always remember. Any time, this Prabhu.
इसमें एक क्वेश्चन था. Adjust the cause of envy.
Yeah.
अब इस केस में क्या हुआ? इस केस में तो उन्हें यज्ञ रुकवा दिया, यज्ञ नहीं हो पाया. लेकिन कई बार ऐसा हो जाता है कि एक मिस्टेक हो गई, तो अब उस केस में एडजस्टिंग द कॉज ऑफ एनवी पॉसिबल नहीं होता, क्योंकि वो तो मिस्टेक हो गई.
ये भी मिस्टेक हो गया ना?
नहीं, इसमें तो रुक गया.
नहीं, रुक गया नहीं. Doing that, doing the whole thought of doing 100 yajna itself is the root cause, not just the 100th yajna.
किसी ने किसी को बैड वर्ड बोल दिए, अब वो एडजस्टमेंट कैसे होगा? एडजस्ट मतलब वो एनवी का रीजन हो गया कि उसने बोल दिया. अब वो तो उसमें तो एक
करेक्ट प्रभु. लेकिन वो क्यों बोला? हमने कुछ किया होगा ना. He would have done something. That is what he is trying to introspect ourselves. Adjusting the cause of the envy does not mean I will look into you to find the cause there. Look into myself and find the cause inside me. Ritu Maharaj looked inside himself and he said, my doing the 100 yajna is the cause of Indra's envy, and Indra's envy was the result of the stealing and all those things he was doing. So if I have to stop him from being envious, I should stop my act which is creating disturbance in him. So why it is? It's very difficult to convince our mind, but then that is what is adjusting the cause of the enemy means. Many times what happens is our behavior, unknowingly we may be doing something that will create an impression in the other person. They will say, hey, you like this one, then the impression will be setting there. So we have to be, we can't. That's why yesterday we discussed that shloka where even if you are the most good person, best quality person, behaved person, still there will be some people envious of you. There is no way you can stop it. So, you best सज्जन पर्सन यू आर, सबसे मिलजुल के रहते हैं, फिर भी कोई तो आपके साथ ऐसे ईर्ष्या करता रहेगा. तो we have to accept it. Now, Prithu Maharaj has to accept the fact that if I do this, Indra will be disturbed, so let me not do it. This is not the main aim for this thing. My avatar is to make sure that citizens are engaged in devotional service, not to do 100 yajna and let them also start doing the same thing. It was not prescribed to him. Many times what I was paradharmas bhayavaha. When we keep doing someone else's activity, then we create disturbance and bhaya, fear in everybody's mind. If we simply do our thing, nobody will disturb. Even if they get disturbed also, after some time it will be there. There will be some reason why the way I am speaking, the way I am doing certain things might be disturbing. So if somebody is disturbed, there are two ways to deal with it. One, you can say that I will just be disturbed. How does it matter? I will just keep doing it. There can be a tinge of arrogance in it. That statement of Hathi chale bazar kutte bange hazar is it's a good thing for someone who is maybe depressed. You can give him some little encouragement, but you cannot take it as a blanket statement and say, hey, I am all right, everybody else is wrong. They will just keep barking, I will keep going. That is arrogance. That will destroy us completely. So a real sadhu, what he will do is, maybe something is wrong in me. See, that when Rupa Goswami was doing bhajan, that one handicapped person was walking. Rupa Goswami was not even seeing that person. He was meditating on Krishna's Leela and he was chuckling, laughing. So this person took it wrongly. It is his ajnanta. But what did Rupa Goswami do the next day when he called all the villagers? He said, actually the villagers were scolding that person. How can you call sadhu to put a complaint against him? Then they asked, he said, he laughed and I walked. Then Rupa Goswami immediately apologized to that person. He said, no, it is my mistake. He could have told, no, I was doing spiritual meditation, in that I was laughing and all those things. But it is your personal thing to do whatever spiritual activity you may be doing. But that should not disturb someone else who may not be in your platform. So if it is disturbing someone else, then we have to apologize. Prabhupada also said when he cried, that tears were coming out and he stopped, suddenly devotees all started, they didn't know what to do. So later when Prabhupada was in his room, devotees came, one or two devotees came and they said that Prabhupada, today morning you in ecstasy she stopped. Yes, I did that. He was in a very humble mood, he was telling. But yes, I did do that. He was sorry about it. I am sorry, I don't do that often, but it just happened. So he felt sorry that he created as a little bit of inconvenience, and inconvenience means they didn't know what to do at that time. So Prabhupada, in such situation, what we should do? Can we chant Hare Krishna? Yeah, you just chant Hare Krishna. What can? So if you chant Hare Krishna, then Prabhupada's that inner, he was going deeper into his consciousness, that if he will get disturbed. So those were the questions that were there in devotees' minds. So Prabhupada said, no, you chant Hare Krishna. Why? Because my going internal is personal thing between me and Krishna. I cannot create some confusion or disturbance in another person as a result of, it's a great thing to be witness to that amazing, that confidential thing. But the Acharya, what he does is, he will ensure that these people are not bewildered by it or confused by it. So he will withdraw things whenever he is preaching and all. They have to control their emotions. That is why that great the expertise of the acharyas. So what it means is that even when you are really doing spiritual activity, also they feel sorry that others are. Then what about us? You know, we are just doing material dealing. I mean, in our material consciousness, you are dealing. So galti ho gaya, so we can just say sorry to them. That is why even in cases where you are right, you can still say sorry to that person. You think that you are right, you can still say sorry. I am sorry if what I did was disturbing to you. Like Chitraketu was sorry to Parvati Mata. He didn't have anything wrong in his mind, but still he was cursed. He could have counteracted her and shouted at her, but he didn't say anything. He said, "Whatever you think is wrong, please forgive me for that." So many times it stops all those things. You know, it will reduce our false ego at least.
Radhanath Maharaj gives a very famous statement. Sorry doesn't mean that the other person is right and you are wrong. It means you give more
important to the relationship than to your false ego.
प्रभु जी प्रसाद पाते पाते
Sorry?
प्रसाद पाते पाते
I could see you are as an organizer. I know you have your thing. So that's I could see from your eyes. You can discuss when you are.